Virginia, you got to stop. I let you have one. I ain't say nothing about it.
Hold him up.
Come on now.
He got loaned $1,800. He's like, oh, you gonna get my next tattoo. And then he transferred out. A shocking transfer portal loss, and Mr. Cash Cleveland leaves, I think, a lot of Buffalo fans concerned, but also excited for what comes next. That offensive line was still struggling a lot, and Cash Cleveland came in there for the last 6 games to get some starts in and really provided a lot of value. But does that mean that he's the end-all, be-all goal? I don't know. He's already getting some Big 12 and some Big 10 interest, but we'll go deeper into that. But I think more importantly with the transfer portal and the Taj videos and stuff is that Deion Sanders is legitimately calling out NCAA violations and tampering in the transfer portal. Let's get right into the last spring practice before the spring game. Let's hear it.
Hey, we got 82 coming out.
Oh, LeJounte, Jimmy Horn in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, cool. 82 finna go on the ball. Cool.
Okay, Jimmy. Jimmy coming in the offense there. Sticks that thing in bucket. 2-6 going smooth with it. Out there, you know who? Amarion Miller. He's such a presence out there. There's a lot to be said about, you know, the big body presence that he is. A little inside zone split. I like that. Oh, Julian Lewis to Joseph Williams. I like to see. I haven't watched spring practice in a while. I really wanted to see who else is going to be playing. Obviously, different center in there because Cash Cleveland is in the portal. That's crazy when you think about that. He entered the portal while they were still going. So clearly he probably wasn't just getting the play that he wanted. So we got new center in there, new running backs. Well, not really new running backs. The same running backs have been doing their thing. I haven't seen Dallin Hayden in a while, but then again, I haven't watched in a while, so I could be wrong. A little tutter from the offense. I like it. This is the real test when they try to make you line up for field goal to see who's going to remember that they're on the field goal team. That was not a lot of mental in football. Actually, there is a lot of mental in football when it comes to actually playing. But specifically in practice, that's where you're going to get tested. Special teams, they're going to try to trip you up.
Touchdown on that money.
Uh-oh, here we go.
On Saturday. Mind you, I told some of the defense. The whole country's gonna see. I'm not trying to tell you to run to the ball to do all the stuff just for us. I want that to benefit us, but that's gonna look bad on you. Those of you that have been here, you understand how much they give you love, how much you receive hate. You go out there and get your butt show up out there on Saturday. You go in there and check your phone if you want to. We're gonna have to put you in the mental health. I promise you, some of y'all know that you know. The rest of y'all don't understand. These lights are bright. They cause you to shine, but they also, they can burn you like hell. You understand?
These
lights are bright. You're going to be on national television. Put on for your family. Put on for the name in the front and the name in the back. You deserve that. Proud of y'all. Today was a really good practice. Why can't we do that every day? Why can't we get to the ball and have a sense of urgency and passion? Because that's what they want. That's what they want. How many of y'all came to pro day? Is anybody loafing? Why? So what's the difference between that day and this day? You ball out on this day, you're going to get an opportunity to ball out on that day. But if you don't, you won't. You're going to kill yourself just to get noticed. It's real, fellas. I'm proud of y'all. And so let's go out there and have a wonderful day. Let me see. Let me break it down on somebody that ain't getting in the portal. Carter got off the bag. What Carter at? What's the school? What's the school off your bag?
Hey, I'm sorry, but that is so bad. First off, I'm gonna let you go. Wait.
Virginia, you gotta stop. I let you have one. I ain't say nothing about it. Come on now. Come on.
How many other coaches are gonna look you in the eye sockets and say, "Hey, Virginia, you're tampering, son. Get up out of there." Hey, man, the transfer portal is a nasty place. The transfer portal is full of nasty agents, and I think even nastier teams. Everybody is boo-hooing and getting mad at the players for transferring, and it's so bad, and it's so this, and it's all that. When in reality, why not talk about these schools that's offering bags? Mario Cristobal had a lot to say about the Nico situation. Oh, nobody's gonna sit out here. But you sure did facilitate giving Carson Beck $4 million. Virginia apparently is throwing money at people. And we already know that Cash Cleveland, who supposedly already has interest. Colorado starting serving Cash Cleveland is headed to the transfer portal. A source tells Cleveland started in Final Four games would expect to be a good bit of Power 4 teams interested. Cash Cleveland is already attracting strong and early interest from multiple ACC, SEC, and Big 12 teams. And look, let's not get it twisted. Cash Cleveland is a UMG. Oh my goodness. Sorry, too much Drake and Kendrick in my head. Is an IMG guy, right? If you're not familiar with IMG down in Florida, they're basically a athletics high school, right? And they train for athletics and they do those things. So it's no surprise that Cash Cleveland is gonna warrant a bigger bag or at least a bigger opportunity. And then when you even kind of play into the fact that I believe he was a walk-on working for a scholarship, with the new roster limits, it might not look the same. And we saw there was a new center in there. The offense was clicking really good too, so it's interesting to see. But speaking on Cash Cleveland and him leaving and kind of where he can go, I kind of want to take y'all back in time with Cash Cleveland because he is the reason why it was such a shocker is because he is a big part of when we talk about glue guys, right? When we talk about culture guys, when we talk about people that are important, and there's nothing more culture than a walk-on who's also, happens to be, friends or played with at least Jordan Seaton, the star left tackle. And let's not get it twisted. Mr. Cash Cleveland made the All-American true freshman team after starting 4 games going in. And this is, of course, what Deion Sanders had to say when he first started to get his shine and get in there.
What it shows is that we don't care about if you're a 5-star, 4-star, or walk-on, which he was. And he's out there playing a valuable time, not garbage time. He's out there playing and putting in some real production for us. So I'm proud of Cash. He's one of my favorites as well.
So I think that's where the shot comes from. It's not that, it's not that we couldn't. I mean, no, it's not that Colorado couldn't upgrade in that aspect. I think it's more so the fact that, man, he just seemed like a guy that was really locked in and bought in. And going off of that, let's go right into him. This is a throwback. This is like 5 months ago. This is as he starts to get his starts and really starts to blossom into a star. Then we're going to hear another video from Coach Prime. Then after that, we're going to hear more from Cash Cleveland. And y'all know Draylon Miller gave this man a tattoo for free. His first tattoo. Pay attention to that right arm. So we're gonna figure this out. But let's hear it.
Morning. Open it up for you.
So, Cash, you came in and were just so dominant to get the label and not just to be a walk-on. What does that mean to just be so?
It's awesome. It's such a blessing, First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I have a strong belief in that, and I pray to Him a lot. He blesses me with these opportunities, and I pray that I take full advantage of every opportunity I get. So when I got the chance to get in there, I just got in there and did my thing.
You talk to your team a lot too. What is your message that you usually give to the locker room?
Just stay focused. Go 1-0 each week, because ultimate goal, we're trying to make a Big 12 championship. So lock in, stay focused, and keep going.
What's going through your head when Coach gives you the nod, kind of gives you the reins for this?
Just excitement. I'm ready to get in there and do my thing. Talking to Shador, making sure we got all the play calls right. making sure I'm good on snaps. I normally get some practice snaps in, but now that I'm going to be starting out there, we're going to do that pregame and get ready to get rolling.
What was that moment like for you when they told you were going in, considering you didn't take any snaps with the first
Yes, sir.
team?
Yes, sir. It was awesome. You know, I always stay prepared. I study a lot. I study a lot of film. I always, in the meetings, I'm always 100% focused, locked in. I study like I'm a first string. So when my number got called, I was ready for the moment.
Didn't blink.
Didn't blink at all. No, sir.
Didn't blink. How has Shadur helped you out in this little transition?
Yeah, a lot. You know, he's a great leader, great person to look up to, great quarterback to block for. You know, you're going to get the best out of him. So I got to give my best for him, make sure we protect him.
You talked about not being phased going into the game. How much of that is kind of your development at IMG? Obviously, we've seen Jordan come from there as well and kind of have a similar mentality.
Yeah, IMG's ran like a college program, so everything you get there, you're going to get here. So preparing there and getting to come here and do what I do here at the same time, just knowing that my preparation has always been there. Coming from high school like that, me and Jordan always prepared and ready when our numbers called.
Was this a surreal moment at all when you're looking over there and saying, 40% of our line right now is playing at IMG again last year?
Yeah, no, it's really surreal. You know, we got a lot of them other boys we're trying to get here too. They build a full IMG offensive line, so we're working on that and get that going, get that rolling. But yeah, it's surreal.
Man, what happened, Cash? Is somebody tampering? He said he wanted to have a full UMG. Why do I keep saying that? IMG offensive lineman. What happened, man?
It's an awesome feeling being out there with Jordan. You know, that communication's been there since high school, so he knows when I call something, what we're doing, and that bond's never breakable.
How much more comfortable does that make it for the both of you two young guys, but the fact that you have one of your old teammates here to start on the offensive line with you?
Yeah, it makes it really comfortable, you know. It takes the nerves out of it because I know I got someone in there with me that I've been through high school with, and we know the communication aspect of what's going on the outside when I'm in the middle because, you know, there's someone in between us. So that communication that I'm communicating from the middle to him, it's just natural and it flows perfect.
Cash, what is it about IMG that you think prepared you and Jordan so well to come in as freshmen and instantly contribute?
I just say the way it's ran, it's ran as close to college as it can be. So we have the same schedule as we have here as we have there. You know, you got your sports and lift and stuff like that in the morning, and then you got your meetings in the afternoon, meetings in the morning, and then you do school. So I'd say just the schedule of how everything works and everything's ran, it's just like here as it was at IMG.
That's dope to hear from Cash Cleveland. And then we're going to go ahead and hear from a really quick run from Coach Prime, and then we're going to go get back in there on some more throwback videos. I mean, this is also a throwback video. This is in season as well.
You're on the journey. You're enjoying the ride. You're enjoying the view. Listening to the music, having a good time right here. Eating up every damn thing they're cooking now. Wearing all the uniforms, the sweatsuits, just having a good time possibly on the trip. But if we mess around and put you in, you ain't ready. Now you out. Now you out. Tripping. Saying poor little old me, trying to find somebody to have a pity party with you. And thank God we got rid of darn everybody that would organize a pity party with you. Maybe 2 of y'all left. That's it. But hats off to Cash. Because he was ready. And guess what he's doing right now? He's sitting back like Brett Favre. You go in there and mess it up if you want to. I'll be in there in a minute. And that's pressure. So that's going to take the level of our offense going up. I'm proud of y'all. Every day your grades going up. Every day your intensity going up. Every day your work effort going up. And this is supposed to be the week that y'all come with the bull jump. This is supposed to be the week that y'all come with the bull jump. But the grades are going up on every position. You don't give up on me. All right? Don't give up. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on this team. Don't give up on you. Because you got it.
I mean, by every account, it really seemed like, you know, Cash Cleveland was not only committed and really wanted to stay and be there, but it seemed like everything was just, you know, everything was lining up in that phase. And kind of to that same regard, here's Cash Cleveland, you know, breaking down next levels again. This is a walk-on. This is a walk-on who was just getting starters, and this is the level of attention to detail that he was putting into the game. You know what I'm saying?
How are you so ready for such a big stage with everything we talked about leading up to you to this point?
Coach Prom, he tells us watch film. We got a standard that we hold that you got to have so many hours of film watch. So I try to go above and beyond that standard and watch as many hours as I can. Every off time I have, that's what I'm doing. I'm studying the defense, see what they're doing. One thing I noticed about Texas Tech is that every time they were in cover one, they were bringing pressure. So that's something I noticed I communicated to the guys out there. So just little things like that when I'm out there, I'm like, I've watched this on film. I know what's coming.
This is not just a dude that's just out there playing football. This is not a dude that I think was out there cashing checks. Early on in the spring, March 13th, this is Colorado offensive line coach Gunnar White mentioning Cash Cleveland, Zy Chrysler, Mana Tamani, I believe he is from Ole Miss, as team, and Zy is from Illinois or Syracuse. I'm sorry. But anyway, as team leaders up front alongside, of course, Jordan Seaton. And side note, I think Jordan Seaton has done a really good job at being that leader presence. But yeah, it just sucks to see this. And obviously, I know there's going to be a full story there. He already said, like, hey, he's God plan. Thank you, Colorado, for everything. So obviously, everything seems kosher there. Maybe it's just an offensive line that was just getting bigger and beefier. Like I said, we saw in the spring game that they seem to be moving well. But this one right here, I do think this is interesting. I hope everything's cool between him and Draylon, because y'all saw that sleeve wasn't there. But February 14th.
Look how clean he is. Look at the details. View the details. Yeah. He tough. But, trust me, you're going to be in the 15 foot.
13 hours, 1,800.
You better not have that.
Draylon paid for it, so it's covered.
He wouldn't pay for it, so Trust me, listen, he said my next tat, he's saying for it, guys. So he said my next
my first tat, he would spot me, so that's what he did. My first tat, he said he paid for it, so he paid for it. Great man right there, great teammate,
Wow, okay. This is kind of crazy. I think he pulled an okie doke on him. He said, hey, I ain't got it right now. I ain't got the 1,800. 1,800? You got loaned 1,800. And he's like, oh, you're going to get my next tattoo. And then he transferred out. I ain't going to be here for your next tattoo, son. I'm gone. I'm going to SEC. I'm taking my Jesus tattoo to the SEC. That's some grimy stuff, Cash. I hope that ain't right. I hope, you know what I'm saying? At least shout out Draylon. At least make sure y'all go in that chair. He gonna put his 16 hours in, man. But hey, that's all we have today. Spring practice is coming to the end. Spring game's gonna be Saturday. I will be live streaming that with the clips coming out. So y'all let me know if you want to be locked in there. If you do want to be locked in, subscribe. Like the video if you like it. Dislike if you don't like it. I appreciate y'all watching these videos, man. You're great. Keep being great. We'll see you next time, man.